Hello, welcome to Intuitive Insights. I am your no BS woo coach, Megan McDonough. I firmly believe that we are both energetic and physical beings. And our physical self gets a lot of focus a lot of the time. Our energetic self doesn't. But the quote was, what if you could look inside your brain? How and what would its health look like? What would the state of the health of your brain look like if you were able to look at it? And I thought that that was so interesting because the brain is such an inherent part of obviously our bodies and what makes us who we are and help us function. But the health of it and observing it in that way of the health of it, the balance of the brain isn't something we look at per se often. So when we're looking towards trying to get healthier, right? And sometimes it seems like nothing in the physical world is able to do the thing that we need it to do, right? Meaning, like, the food system isn't working for you in the way it used to. I'm perimenopause woman right here, but just in general, the food system isn't working the way it used to. The exercise isn't working the way it used to, or you're not able to exercise like you used to. You're not able to eat like you used to. And not even if you used to, you're not able to eat things that people recommend, or you can't, or you don't want, whatever, doesn't matter. Point is, if you're struggling with your physical health and the physical world isn't providing, then maybe the energetic world is what's at play. So in my concept, and it's not just mine, this is in a lot of philosophies, yogic as well, that we're both energetic and physical beings. The energetic being is the source because it's the one that is before our physical being comes around and after our physical being disappears. So and that, I believe, also is a part in yoga where we say that, the physical world is Maya. It's an illusion to what reality truly is. Reality being the impermanent self, the eternal self. That the physical world is just um, believing that it's real and that the tangible is reality is an illusion because the tangible changes. The tangible is going to change because it's impermanent. So when energy or disease or issues get created in the physical body, they usually sometimes originate in the energetic body, in the brain, in the emotions, in the thoughts. But because we can't see it and it's not tangible, like a broken leg, we don't really have a solution for it, or we're not taught that often. So when I focus on intuition and creativity and energetic health as a part of a whole health system, that's where I'm talking about. And that little seeds or blocks that begin as seeds, get planted into our energetic self, our aura, whatever you want to call it. Just like an injury or a tension buildup in your muscles, it can create an issue in your physical body, in your brain, in your emotions. So can the energetic block or seed or issue. So what do you do? Well, there are several things you can do. One, start with the body. I know that sounds ironic, but it's working your way backwards. So the body is to the breath as the breath is to the mind. So move the body. If your problem is you've been moving too much and you don't know what's left and right, just stop. So whatever you've been doing so much of, whether it's moving, or not moving at all, do the opposite. Pull some energy into the body if there isn't enough, or if there's too much, anchor yourself down. Okay, be still. Secondly is the breath. Body is to the breath as the breath is to the mind. So calm down the breath. The brain loves a job. The mind loves a job. So give it a job. Make it count the breaths. See if you can inhale and exhale equally and evenly. Count 5 in, 5 out. right? Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And see if you can get as much air into your lungs as humanly possible and as much air out of your lungs as humanly possible. Taking the time to intentionally breathe and cultivate your breath all in and out the nose. And this is for two factors. The cilia helps extract bacteria and stuff from the um, air around you and really get all the good prana, which is a life force energy out. And two, it heats it up so that it's the right temperature for your body. So in and out the nose, equal length. And then start to work on the parasympathetic nervous system with your cortisol levels. Double your exhale. Exhale twice as long as your inhale. So if you're inhaling on a 5, exhale on a 10. Inhale 3, exhale 6. As long as the breath is fluid and consistent. Then focus the mind on nothing. That's the hard part. We're in a society and a world where there's so much stimulus forever, all over the place. Try and focus the mind on clearing. And that includes thoughts and visions and things you hear. And what you can do with that is notice when a thought arises, when a visual arises, when a distraction arises. Thank it for calling your attention to the fact that you weren't focused, and then get right back on the horse and focus up again. Start with 1 minute. Start with 5. Add a minute each week, focusing on the nothingness. Your body and your energy know what they need. When you slow down and you listen to your natural, physiological, energetic intelligence, it will correct and balance itself. But taking the time to listen, taking the time to be, lets all the noise and static fall. A lot of the times I feel like we think change looks like a big boulder in front of our face. Like all of a sudden there's a huge boulder there that wasn't a boulder there before. But in truth, in reality, a lot of the times, change is a grain of sand every day building the base of the boulder. So start small, tapping into your energetic self. And once you notice with your consistency breeds confidence. So over time, you'll notice that your energy, your frequency is a little quieter, maybe a little less rushed. You may actually start to hear your intuitive voice arise. Because the static of trying to do everything in the physical world has retreated, and the volume of the energetic world is starting to rise. Ideally, we work with both, right? Because we're both. We work in concert together. But if it's just the drums banging all day, it's really hard to hear the melody, right? So today, the practice I offer is tiny little grain of sand. Move, be still, breathe, clear, and listen. You magic. Great day. Okay, that's it. That's it for this week. For those of you who are still with me, thank you so much. And if you like what you hear, or if you know somebody who could use this message today, please like it, subscribe it, send it, do all the things that we're supposed to do, I guess. I think it helps me out. I hope it does, right? But also, the point of me doing this is to share how magical you are. And if you've forgotten that, to help you get back in touch. Coming up in Magnetize Your Light, we have a monthly meetup in March that is for tapping into creativity, intuition, and expression. That's a monthly meetup. You can find that info in the show notes and on my website, magnetizeyourlight.com, under events or coming up events. All right. Make magic today. You are magic. I hope you have an awesome day. Take care. See you next week.